my god, I hate myself. It's a chicane song. Could you think it over when we get older?
So I'm going to show you how to make a molten lava cake.
This guy's an idiot. I thought it'd be fun, because we are in a new space, to react to my very first video that I ever made when I wasn't taking this seriously and it was really just for fun. Still having fun, but now it's not just for fun. And that was a chocolate lava cake that I made in a mug in a microwave when I was still working in Russia. I just wanted to show people that you could make quick recipes quite easily with the equipment that you might have, with the limited equipment you might have, and I still stand by that today. So I'm gonna show you how to make that today, but first let's look at that first video.
Extremely bored. Molten lava cakes and such, so I'm going to show you how to make a molten lava cake. So yeah, it'll be cool.
This guy's an idiot. I'm playing like Spanish music behind, which is so weird. Like, I don't know who I'm trying to attract here. The cooking part. I'm so cool. It's so annoying. You see the whole camera is shaking. And then yeah, beautiful time lapse to make time pass. It's my beautiful editing skills. This is okay, obviously, I still say that a lot. So you get the point. And I would switch from black and white to regular color just because I knew my coloring was at least I had an eye for that already. So this is a really simple recipe. It was done in a double boiler with some regular chocolate you might find. Here we're using some cocoa. And then that's put in a microwave.
Now, the RAM kits are pretty much...
So one of the reasons why we're watching this is just to show you how things have evolved. This is Feb 2009. This was like a really shitty camera that was not supposed to be shooting video, probably just for pictures. You can tell it's 4/3, right? So I just wanted to come full circle and make that first recipe as one of the first videos that I will shoot in this brand new studio and show how we've kind of come full circle with the content that we create, with the food that we make. But at the end of the day, the ethos of why I did things in the beginning was to share recipes and share my love for food, and now we get to do it with a much larger audience, with so many more people, so many more hosts. So definitely, if you follow Featr, there's a lot to look forward to this year. We're gonna have some really great plans. I will speak about that in our next video, where I'll show you our move from the old office to the new studio, give you a nice beautiful tour of this gorgeous space that's still like halfway done but almost there, so you can have a better idea of where we're going. The one I did on that first video is slightly more complicated. At one point I talk about like chilies because I wanted to do like a cool recipe, and this shows you how like when you're young, you're really dumb. Like, young people are dumb, and I was dumb when I was young, and you'll get to know that when you're in like your 30, 35, you'll realize how stupid you were in your 20s. And I wanted to kind of show a simple recipe, but then I started adding like Greek yogurt and strawberry yogurt and chilies to make it more interesting. But at the end of the day, good food is food that's simple and that's really delicious. We'll start with all our dry ingredients first. Flour, let's do cocoa first. Cocoa powder instead of actual chocolate bar, and some brown sugar. Mix all this together. Now to this, we're gonna add 1 egg, vanilla essence, and some milk. Tell you the truth, I have no idea how this is actually going to turn out, but it's just for tradition's sake. To this, we're adding some oil. I think one of the main reasons I made this dish in 2009 is because it just had a really dramatic effect when you would unmold a lava cake or a molten lava cake, whatever you want to call it, and cut it in the middle, and then you'd have this oozing center of chocolate kind of just drip out, and it looked impressive. And I think in my 20s, I really was trying to impress people. And that's really changed nowadays. So I think the style of the recipe that we're doing then and then now really showcases our growth and how I see things nowadays. I don't think we need to unmold it. In 2009, if you watch that part of the video, I unmold it. I put like this cream in the middle and I try to make it pretty and everything. And if you're in a restaurant, great, but if you're at home, just keep it easy and keep it tasty, right? Don't add in the extra effort if it's not needed. If you want to really make it pretty for people, then obviously go for it. That's really what we try to do, is to try to create as much value as possible with every piece of content that we put out, whether it's value to just make you laugh and entertain you, to make you learn about heritage foods, or to make you discover some part of Philippine culture or Asian culture that you might not know about. So stick around if that's what you want to see. Put in our batter. And kind of midway, if you want, you can add in some chocolate chips. It'll just add more meltiness to the whole thing. And then in the video, you'll see that we did this in a microwave. You can still do that. 2 to 3 minutes at around 1,000 watts. Should get you something that still has like a nice moist center. We're gonna be using a really small oven because I think a lot of people now have this at home also. And we're gonna cook it at 175 degrees Celsius. And I think this is gonna go for about 8 minutes so that we have something that's still really melty. Let's take it out. That took way longer than expected. I said 8 minutes at first, but I was clearly lying to you. It took about 10 to 15 minutes. Actually, sorry, it took 15 minutes. I have a tendency of saying 10 to 15. It took 15 minutes to cook at 350 Fahrenheit, so 175 centigrade. I think it was because it was in an oven, so I expected it to be a bit faster, but it wasn't. So you play around with the oven that you have. One indication is when you take it out, kind of you can jiggle it to see if it jiggles. If it jiggles, then more likely you do have a center that's still kind of nice and melted. If you are using a microwave, much faster, that can be done in 1 to 2 minutes, 1 minute 30 seconds for some people, depending on the power of your microwave. Now, all we gotta do is break into this. I mean, it's not the best chocolate cake that you'll ever make, but it's just really quick to make and no hassle. And I just wanted to do it to kind of just close a chapter and start a new one, and to show that at the end of the day, you can evolve, you can bring your values with you, and they can change as well. And yeah, hopefully you guys stick around for the next part of the ride. Peace out.